I want to disagree with that perception of some element which says that government are not given logistics. They are there. But you know, the first 2-3 days is very difficult because you are trying to identify the culprits. That is those who have suffered, those who are in distress. So after 3-4 days, you can now manage to get them because you will have regrouped them in one area. So the government of Uganda, which is headed by the office of the Prime Minister, normally assigned the Red Cross to distribute all logistics that have been given.
Major General Julius Oketa says on top of the government contributions, other relief agencies have dispatched items to support the mudslide victims. However, he says distribution efforts in some affected areas have been hampered by lack of access after the roads were simply washed away.
Sugar is at 8,000 shillings up there. And as you continue, unless they open this road quickly.
We have not yet conclusively found every person who has been displaced because of the bad road. The roads were blocked, so we have been using bulldozers to open some. The Wananchi has volunteer trucks to take food deeper into areas where these large trucks cannot go. We are now trying to see that we aggregate the total number of demands. For example, jerrycan, eating utensil, blanket, and that kind of thing.
Today, some residents in the affected areas have been packing up their property in order to move to safer areas. However, those who remain say they have nowhere to go.
Very much willing to go because of these signs which are being shown. People are very willing, but to go where?
In a meeting held today, government officials in collaboration with members of the District Disaster Management Committee resolved not to set up camps but requested the affected communities to share homes in safer areas until a long-term solution is reached.
There is not any area you can set camp because it is waterlogged. Water is flooding every area. Number two, there is no any other space which is good enough for setting camp. And all these scenarios means health hazard can easily come in. And because of that, the government have decided that we promote the element of community hosting, that is family hosting.
The planning meeting for the disaster management teams also set the number of those affected to 50,000 people. However, low-lying areas in Bulambuli remained flooded, and relief agencies warn of a likely outbreak of diseases like malaria and waterborne diseases such as cholera if aid is not provided to all affected areas as a matter of urgency.
So one of the things that we saw was the immediate need was to provide the mosquito nets, blankets, assorted medical supplies to be accessed by the community through the health centers in that area.
Baleke, NTV.